Hi guys, so today we're looking at another product from Uoma Beauty by Sharon C. This is their Flawless IRL Skin Perfecting Foundation. If you're thinking that sounds familiar, bear in mind there was the Revolution IRL Foundation. Anyway, I got this at Superdrug. I think they're the only people in the UK that stock this particular brand. Uoma Beauty in general you can get on Beauty Bay, but Uoma Beauty by Sharon C, which is a slightly more affordable one, Superdrug. So, £12 in Superdrug, £15 on the Uoma Beauty by Sharon C website. And what they say about it is: foundation, serum, moisturiser or beauty balm? Ding ding, it's all of the above. That's so cheesy. Available in 30 shades with 6 custom formulations. We'll come back to that. Each supercharged with skincare ingredients for your skin's unique needs. Lightweight, buildable, velvety foundation melts onto skin, creating a perfect canvas with a soft focus blurring effect that diminishes pores and fine lines, giving you that real skin finish. It looks like your skin, plus a radiant lit from within glow. So 30 shades isn't bad, but these look kind of orange. And I'm hoping it's just my phone because I've got shade, what shade have I got? White Pearl T4, although actually White Pearl T4 is that one. It's actually fairly close, so some of these colour choices could be interesting. So yeah, benefits and ingredients. This is when we're going to get down to this whole 6 formulations thing. So they've basically split these into 6 colour skin tone categories. So I've got White Pearl T4, but then as you move on up you've got Fair Lady, Honey Honey, Bronze Venus, Brown Sugar and Black Pearl. All with then different numbers within it. So yeah. And there's different amounts of them. So White Pearl has 4 options. Fair Lady has 6. Honey Honey has 6 as well. Bronze Venus has 6. Brown Sugar has 6. And Black Pearl has 2. So, yeah. Anyway, so within each of these kind of tone category family things, they've got slightly different ingredients. So White Pearl has natural watermelon rind extract plus apple starch plus lentil fruit, known to hydrate, moisturise and reduce skin redness. Which almost means if your shade doesn't fit within that category, whatever I say in this review might not apply to you the same. So Fair Lady has cold pressed green coffee extract, known to moisturise and plump skin, helps skin to appear smoother and improve its suppleness. Honey Honey, dandelion extract, anti-pollution active ingredient that helps to detoxify and improve skin brightness and radiance while fighting dullness and environmental stressors that are known to cause premature aging. Now I'd quite like that in mine, but I can't buy from that shade family. Bronze Venus helps brighten the skin, daisy flower extract helps brighten the skin and even out skin tone. 100% natural marine extract helps reduce sebum production. Now I want that as well. Again, that's not my colour family. Brown Sugar has vitamin C, radiance boosting antioxidant that helps to brighten the skin. 100% natural marine extract reduces sebum production. Again, I want that one. Black Pearl, Great Mullein, Mullein extract from the mullein flower, known for their photoluminescence, which promotes brightness and luminosity. That's not my thing, but anyway, yeah, so that to me is quite frustrating. Like, I'd quite like the ones that reduce sebum production, because that's my problem. But I'd quite like my foundation shade to match as well, so you can't choose. Anyway, I've got a bit of an application section, and then we'll see how this wears throughout the day. Right, so let's get started. I've got the I Heart Revolution Peach Delight primer on. It's like a silicone based mattifying primer. It smells like peaches. It's affordable. I love it. Maybe when that's finished I'll try something new, but at the moment I'm working for that one. So we've got a pump bottle. We'll probably need to prime the pump first, as in it'll take a few goes to come out. And then we'll see the texture of this thing. So it's not the runniest, but it's not the thickest I've ever used. So you can see that it is spreading down there. Let's do one more pump for luck. Since this is a foundation review, I'm going to try and use as little concealer as possible, so probably will go through more foundation than my average day. I'm just going to raise you guys up a little bit because I want to zoom in, and then, you know, I don't want to cut off loads of my face. So, let's get started. Okay, first impressions. Looks a little bit yellow in real life, but to be honest I have a bit of redness in my skin, so when my foundation leans a tiny bit yellow, it just works to kind of counteract that, and I'm fine with it. It's just, and yeah, this is just a wee bit on the yellow side, so it should do that without actually showing yellow, which is a bonus. Blended in nice and easily. Bit of settling in pores, hang on. Zoom you in till you can see this. I was expecting less coverage than what I've got, but I don't like this. Can you see all those like whiter patches where it's settled into my pores? Ooh, that's not a good look. We'll keep going and see if we can fix that. See what happens on the other side actually. I mean, I am an oily skin type, so I get lots of blackheads and enlarged pores and things. But my other foundations don't highlight them. I'm trying to shame on that side as well. I can see this being a day where I take my foundation off. No, I'm going to try and do a wear test. We'll see. We'll see how we can make this look. Maybe once I build it up and the pores are full, the skin around the pores will look the same colour. Yeah. Weirdest thing to hope for ever. Maybe my pores will be full. Alright. So I've still got a reasonable amount of product left. Let's try that area again. I mean, I guess I could say, oh, first recommendation, use it with a pore filling primer. But I've got other foundations where I don't have to. So, you know, product should work for you, you shouldn't work for products. Okay, it does look better now. It's basically, it has basically evened out by adding another layer. So, that oddly was the solution. Another layer on my forehead just because I needed a bit more coverage. I don't have bad pores on my forehead, thankfully. I think I'm going to need a little bit more product out. So like I said, we're avoiding concealer as much as possible, so that we're definitely reviewing the foundation. Still doing my under eyes though. I'll never part me from my under eye concealer. Dee dee dee. This doesn't seem to be clogging up my brush as well. Reviewed a Primark illuminating one a while ago. And that really clogged up your brush. Like it was all like clumping together. Very odd. It isn't sticking well to my nose though. I feel like when I'm going over the second layer I need to be quite delicate. The product's just kind of moving around like... Okay, chin. Some more help there. Yeah, the colour is looking good, so that's pretty cool. Oof, I need to flip my eyebrows. Do you ever have that way you think they look fine and then when you put eyeshadow on and it's just like, hello, let's emphasise those little tiny brow hairs that you didn't know were there. I mean, mine are brown as well. Okay, I'm going to stop just piling that on because I'm actually pretty happy with this. This looks. I'm going to do a quick under eye conceal. This lets me see how it plays with other products as well. And then I'm going to go for my She Glam concealer. I did actually bring up a couple of different concealers just because I have a few that aren't quite as pale. And I thought if this wasn't a good colour match then, you know, might as well have my face matching the rest of my face. I think that's all the concealer we're going to do. This is difficult for me, I'm an addict to concealer, of course, not anything dodgy. I don't even drink. Okay, that's blended in nicely. I think I nudged my nose. Right. I'm gonna grab my powder. Good old RCMA. Still miss the old lid that you just flipped open. But for I still like the product inside. I just wish that if I'd realised before I chucked out my old bottle, I'd have just swapped the lids over. So just quickly, as you can see before I said it, it is quite a nice finish, but tiny bit on the dewy side for me. I know it won't last, so we're setting it. Set it and forget it. What every oily skinned person wishes they could do with their foundation. Most days I'll have to go back in and do something with it. No forgetting allowed. Right. Now. It's looking a tiny bit cakey. I have to like really look to see it. But then we did build it up quite a lot. But yeah, so far what we've learned is if you have large pores, you need to either use a pore filling primer or build up the coverage, which is weird. So if you're only wanting like a lighter coverage, well, use a pore filling primer. Okay. I think that's plenty of powder. So time wise it is 9:45. I'll come back with a full face just to show you. But yeah, we'll see how this goes throughout the throughout the day. And a finished look. So time just now is about 10 past 10. I actually finished this a wee while ago, but I was watching a video and it was nearly finished, so yeah. I'm binging American Horror Story again. So, finished look, and I'll be back with check-ins. Right, so we are back. It is actually 5 to 4, so we're around the 6-hour mark. And I've got a little bit of shine breaking through my nose, but otherwise, my distance, this looks really good. But, because I'd walked past the mirror, seen a bit of shine, and then looked a bit closer, and I'm hoping the camera's going to pick this up. Oh yeah. So, yeah. Obviously we built this up quite a lot, putting it on, but, whew, that, dry earth effect is not pretty. So hopefully we're going to be able to buff that out. Or not. Yeah, we can. Phew. I had setting spray ready in case we needed to kind of rehydrate. Yeah. So that's a bit of a bummer. I don't want my skin, by the way, my eyes been watering, so I'm going to touch that up as well. Woo, focus. Flint's not happy that there's somebody out in the street. He thinks he owns the place. Oh, right. Let's fix this under eye. Because I'm going to hockey tonight. I don't really want to look a total mess. So, boop. And I've still got powder out from earlier, so we'll get it all set down again. Hopefully it doesn't cake like that. It's all very well saying it's a buildable formula, which coverage-wise it was. But you don't want it doing that. Can you imagine? People will be like, what's happening to your face? And I'd be like, I'm sorry, I do not know. Oh, I took my normal powder brush downstairs this morning because I also use it if I put on a bit too much blusher or contour. It's handy for blending it out. So, got another one that lives up here. Okay. So, hoping we don't have a repeat of that situation, because, you know, I quite like making facial expressions, so, you know, that's better not happen every time. I've got a spot on my lip, by the way, like right on my lip line, and it kind of hurts. So, yeah, I will continue going about my day, and I'll be back, and we'll see what else happens. Hoping it's nothing. Right, I'm back. It's 11:15, so this has been on for 13 hours. And I'm going to admit, I've not even looked close like this lately because I don't want to. I was at ice hockey and I felt kind of self-conscious about it. Glasses marks. I'm short-sighted. I need to wear glasses at ice hockey. Let's get this over with. That's a hair. That's right. Okay, so forehead, we've lost some coverage. That might have been taking my hockey jersey on and off though. That is definitely taking my hockey jersey on and off. I don't normally get this bad transfer under my eyes. So that's kind of weird because I'm still got the same concealer on under my eyes. Don't know what's going on there. Oil control wise, it's not too bad. And we've got this again. This whole dry, parched riverbed cracking mud effect. And I don't like it. It's cakey and icky, and it looks like I've got a face mask on. It looks like I've got a face mask, a clay mask on. Ooh! For science. Not science, really. I'm going to see if we can buff that out again, like we did earlier. And the answer is no, because now it's just kind of coming off. And looking worse. Yay! Ooh, now it's so bad my camera can't focus. Yay! Okay, so why is my camera taking ages to zoom out? Okay, let's try and find some positives here. It is an affordable brand. It's a nice glass bottle, it feels classy, it's got a pump which is hygienic. There's a reasonable shade range. But I cannot get over this bizarre concept, this decision that's made it like a lottery. So there's formulas in this range that would suit my skin better, but this is my skin tone. So it's complete pot luck whether you can get the formula that most suits your needs and wants in your skin tone or not. And I can't get my head around that. Why? Why would you do that? Like, yeah. I don't even have words for it because it's just so utterly mind-boggling. Seriously, put a comment down below if you guys can understand the logic behind that, or if you're like me and you're just like, why? Why is it some kind of weird lottery potluck whether you can get a foundation that's for your skin tone and skin type? It's just utterly bizarre. I wanted to be able to play with the samples today, but there wasn't any testers out. I also meant to mention that there isn't a concealer to go with this foundation. There isn't one. So yeah, great, it's buildable, and yeah, we saw that we could build it up enough to not really need concealer, but then we got that cakey, cracking, just not good result out of it. So I think overall I'm going to have to say goodbye, not a good foundation. Maybe if it had had the oil control formulation, it would have stayed in my skin better. Although if my oil was controlled, I can't imagine that dry cracking being any better. So yeah, the formulation that comes in the White Pearl range, I'm going to say goodbye, no thank you to. The other ones, how am I ever going to know? I can't do a wear test on those shades. I'd look offensive for some of them. Let's be completely honest and blunt here. I would look offensive. Like, this whole situation is just very, very, very bizarre. I've never really... I'm not a professional makeup artist. I don't do loads of people's makeup. Occasionally done friends and family. I've never worked with anyone of colour with their foundation. I've seen a couple of YouTube videos where people have talked about the difficulty finding a good shade, and I feel like the majority of their kind of concerns or their issues are that the shades that are out there are very red based. And I'm going to see if I can bring up the kind of page again, because I'm like, the ones here to me looked very, very red. And that's, yeah, there's some just like, there's some that look straight up orange as you're getting into the darker shades, and nobody's skin tone's that colour. And I'm just going to check this here. I'm almost certain that this brand is owned by, or founded by, yeah, person of colour. So, you know, I will admit that that probably means she knows better than me, but to me those shades look unusual. If anybody is, you know, experiencing that, has tried these in the deeper colours, please, please, please do put a comment down below. I'd be interested to hear whether I'm wrong. I'm expecting to be wrong, to be honest. But yeah, any other questions, leave them down below and I will get back to you. I'm sorry this has been so rambling, but honestly, my mind is still just blown by the absolute weirdness of this concept. But I will see you guys in the next one, where hopefully my mind will have came back together and not be completely confused. Bye guys.